Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Make sure you follow us on all our social media outlets. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, TikTok. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and take somebody with you. Check out the website, toawomensheart.com. Check out the social media outlet for women, toawomensheart.org. And then get t-shirts that speaks to the heart of a woman. That is toawomensheart.store. All right. So I'm making this stream, and even on my TikTok, it's been a popular conversation of living life to the fullest. A lot of women don't know how to be with taking care of themselves. We have neglected ourselves so much. And it's time for us in our life. This is the year of 2022. What we've done in the past, we shouldn't do presently or in the future. It's so important for us to make sure that we take care of ourselves. It's very important for us to take care of ourselves. It's very important for us that whatever path we have laid out for ourselves, whether we achieved it or not, um, we fulfilled our path or not, we should strive to make our dreams a reality. We should not just sit back and just life to continue to pass us by because life is too short. It's being shown over and over again. We just had conversations not too long ago about the value of life and how so many people are pressured in life because things are not going the way that they should go, and a lot of individuals don't know how to handle the pressures that they're dealing with. And so instead of handling the pressures and dealing with the pressures, the easy out, so they think, is committing suicide. And I just want us to get to a point that we as women learn how to live life to the fullest, not by anybody else standards or measurement, but by ours. Um, Life is truly short. A lot of us have dreams that we like to fulfill, and we keep procrastinating. We keep putting it off. We keep pushing it back to the back of the line. We're studying, putting our focus on everybody else instead of putting our focus on ourselves. We don't have no time to fulfill our wants, our needs, and our dreams because we're so busy fulfilling everybody else's wants and their dreams and their vision, and we leave ourselves out of the equation. And we should get to a point where we should realize every day that we put our feet on the floor, it is a blessing. It is a blessing when you look around and your family is still intact, when you look around and you still have a job, when you look around and everything is okay. You should know that it's still a blessing. But regardless how life happens and how we think, how people treat us, whatever it may be, we still should live our life to the fullest. It is so important for us to live our life to the fullest. Again, not by anybody's standards, but by our own. And I've said this in other videos, if we've been contemplating on writing that book, then this is the time for you to sit down and just start. You may not complete it, but just start. If you want to learn how to sew, find you a class, do some YouTube videos, and start just hemming skirts or putting some piece of clothing together. Just start. If you want to learn how to be a chef, then get you some tools in your kitchen, some pots and pans and some ingredients, and make some small things, but just start. If you want to open up a business, a boutique, a t-shirt business, or whatever it may be, the thing is just start. But the thing that we don't do, we don't start. We let everything hinder us from getting ourselves out there and start. And the biggest thing that is our issues for us as women is fear. And so if we can get rid of the fear, I think we can achieve a lot of things if we just get rid of the fear and just go ahead and step out on faith. A lot of us sit on a lot of things, and even some of us, I know my niece is probably looking at this stream right now. She has an awesome business. She has a God gifted gift in styling. She can look at something, she can see the colors, she can see how it looks on you, and she can put it together. That is her gift. And that's a gift that she should really get out of the back of the closet, unpack it from the suitcase, pull it from under the bed, and start using that gift and relaunch her business again. But you know what happens with us in life? It becomes complicated. We have children, we have husbands. Our jobs become a little bit too much. And so instead of focus on the things that we desire, we have visions to do, we don't focus on that anymore. And we put that to the back burner. But what we don't realize, that thing that we could do and we should do is the thing that give us the greatest joy and the most relief, because it's something that is ingrained in us and we can do it with our eyes closed. We can do it effortlessly without thinking about it, because that's something that God has placed in us to do. So I'm saying to any woman that's out here listening, if you have a business and you're just sitting on the back burner, I say, go to the back of the eye, go to the back of the closet, dig from under the bed, whatever you got to do. Find that business that you put on the shelf and you let dust collect, and start that business back up again. It's time. Life is too short. We need to learn how to live life to the fullest. Here is something else that some of us have a problem with. And I see this on social media a lot, especially when it comes down to some of the MAUs, the makeup artists, when they're doing things, and women get on there like, well, I would like to wear makeup, but I don't know how to wear makeup. I don't know how to fix it. Again, just start with your eyebrows, start with your lips, start with a little foundation, work your way up to doing some eyeshadow, whatever it is. Just make sure that you just start. The only thing that we need to do as women is just start. Living life to the fullest does not mean because you think about yourself, you're negating your family, you're negating your friends, you're negating your children. But what it says is, I am taking the time to think about me because I am important too. And when you can create that balance in your life and you think about yourself as well, it helps your sanity. Believe it or not, it gives you a calm, because now that becomes your outlet, because you think about focusing on that. It does not take away your love for your husband, it does not take away your love for your kids, and it does not make you less than a woman when you take, some of your dreams and some of your vision and you strive to reach those dreams and those goals. It doesn't take any way that away from you. But what it says is, I'm thinking about me too. I am important in this equation just like everybody else, because we as women, let's face it, whatever situation, whatever relationship we are in, if we're a school teacher, our principal thoughts is the kids. What we going to teach the kids? How we going to set up the curriculum? What about the homework? Grading papers? We don't think about ourselves. And if you have kids in your classroom that is struggling, having personal issues, and they having family issues, then you think about them because you start reflecting. You have kids, and if you don't have kids, and then you're just a woman who likes to nurture kids, you still put them before yourself. You start dating, you stop doing the things that you normally do that gave you the greatest joy. And people think it's sacrificing yourself for somebody else. No, it's called compromise. When you get in a relationship, it's called compromise. You're not sacrificing yourself, you're compromising. You two and people coming together, y'all meeting in the middle to make something great. That's what it is. But it does not mean when you get in a relationship, dating or married to anybody, that you lose who you are and you end up walking in somebody else's shadows and negate your dreams, your vision, your hope of what you want to do for yourself. And this is how some women lose themselves in their men's, in their mate. So again, life is very short. And so when we think about all the aspects of life and what we as women do, and so many different avenues and legs to us, that we forget to take some time for us. We even forget to take some time just a day just to pamper ourselves. And some of us feel guilty about taking that me time for ourselves. Just I need to regroup the approach. So when you take you some me time, it gives you a chance to relook at things and let your mind rest. Because you know our minds are always working 24/7. And if we have kids, a husband, work, school, and run the business, your mind is really working. But we never give ourselves a chance to breathe. We never give ourselves a chance to find the thing or the place or the spot that gives us that time to ourselves that we need to regroup and rethink some things. And on the news, our friends, we see it in our families, life is short. And let me tell you, people are checking out, they're transitioning out of here like nobody's business. And so I say that to you, that this is the best time, more so than ever, for you to dust off your dream. The thing that you want to do, to reopen that business, do that for yourself. Do it for yourself. What you don't want to do, as I've said many times before, is live a life of regret. You get to be 40 and you was like, I wasted my 30s, I wasted my 20s. And then you get to be 50 and 60, and you be like, I could have did this in my 30s. I should have done that in my 40s. Let's not live a life of regret. Let's live life to the fullest. Now, when you say live life to the fullest, doesn't mean that you're not going to have some mistakes. No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that. We're still life lessons lived and learned. We learning lessons every day in life. And we have to know that. It don't beat yourself up because you know you think you got it right and you may have a misstep. That doesn't take anything away from you. You are still just as strong, you're still just as smart, you're still just as capable, you're still just as powerful, you're still just as knowledgeable. It takes nothing away from you. But I don't want us to live a life of regret. I don't want us to live somebody else's dream and negate our dream. I don't want us to live somebody else's vision and void out our vision. You are just as important. And I hope that we understand that you are an individual. You yourself, you are an individual. And what your wants and needs are just as important if you're married or dated to somebody. And if you're married or dating to somebody and they can't see the better part of you, then you may want to sit down and have a conversation, because you can't spend all your time building up his dream and negating your dream. How does that work? So what's going to happen when you spend all your time building up somebody else's dream and negating your dream? You're going to become bitter and angry because you're spending all your time pouring into somebody else and they depleting you. How does that work? It doesn't work. And when you're doing something that you love to do, it gives you great joy. And you look forward to doing it. And as I say, I can talk about me, and some things I can talk about like I just said earlier. And she's very, and whether she likes it or not, God has given us. And whether we realize it or not, and whether we have found out what that gift is, God has given each of us a gift. We just need to find out what that gift is. And once you find out what that gift is that God has given you, I'm telling you, that gift will make room for you. But you got to believe within yourself that you're capable of doing it. And anytime you start a business, anytime you embark on a new adventure, yes, it is going to be scary, but the reward is so great. You feel so fulfilled at the end of the day when you do what you love to do. Whether it's teaching kids, whether it's writing music, whether it's sewing, whether it's cooking, whatever it may be, live life to the fullest. Live it to the fullest. Don't let anybody take you off of your square from living life to the fullest. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. So I say to you, whatever it is right now, at this very moment that you desire to do, start sketching it out. Start planning how you're going to start it, what your content is going to be about, how you're going to market your business, how you're going to relaunch your business, whatever it is you desire to do. If you want to be a life coach, then be that. If you want to be a therapist, then be that. Just know you are strong enough, you are capable enough to be anything that you put your mind to do. And whatever it is, live to the fullest. Enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, enjoy your quiet time. Whatever it is, stop living with regret. Stop cutting yourself off from the outside world. Do things that make you happy. If cutting on music, some R&B music, and dance through the house give you great joy, then that's living life. If house cleaning gives you great joy, that's living life. If going out shopping give you great joy, long as you don't hurt your budget and you still can pay your bills, your mortgage, your light, and your car note, that gives you great joy, then do it. If spending time with your kids and taking them here and there gives you great joy, that makes you live life to the fullest, do that. Vacationing with a friend or family gives you great joy, that's living life to the fullest. We spend so much of our time just doing, working, pushing, doing, working, and we never enjoy the fruits of our labor. We never enjoy it. So I'm saying to you, take the time for yourself to live life to the fullest. Write you a list. Do whatever you need to do for you in order to live the best life you can live for yourself. Because understand that it's your life. It's not anybody else's life. It's your life. And again, as I said earlier, what you don't want to do is live a life of regret. And when you get to be 60, 70, 80, 90, if the Lord bless you to live to be those ages, what you can say, I live my life. There was nothing that I wanted to do that I did not do or I did not attempt to do. It's your life. So live it to the fullest. Live it to the fullest. Tomorrow's not promised. It's not. The next hour, the next 2 hours is not promised. Don't live on, I wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Live your life to the fullest, whatever it may be. And if you don't have a lot of money to spend, use the money that you have to make yourself happy. If it means just going to get you a scoop of ice cream or ice cream cone, if that's your fulfillment and living your life to the fullest, then that's what you need to do and living your life to the fullest. All right? All right. So I hope this message has resonated with you. I hope it made sense. Um, and yeah, live your life to the fullest because life is too short. Every day you put your feet on the floor, get up and try it again. All right. Going to work on, I had a conversation with a young lady, and I know we was talking about not too long ago about the escalation of suicide numbers. So we're going to work on trying to get some physicians, some therapists, and try to create a panel to try to help with the things that we're dealing with. I know a lot of us don't like to talk about a lot of things, but some conversations need to be had. All right. So I know this was short, but sometimes we don't have to have long conversations to get the point across. Make sure again that you follow us on all our social media outlets. I thank you all for tuning in and go to the YouTube channel. Take somebody with you, subscribe. Check out the website. The t-shirts that speak to the heart of a woman, to a woman's heart.store. And again, as I said many times before, if you are a woman who has a business and you would like to be highlighted, send me an email at number 2 a woman's heart at gmail.com. Ladies, please, whatever you're doing, choose yourself. Choose yourself. And a lot of time, what we don't do is choose ourselves about a lot of things. We choose everybody else except for ourselves. We put everybody else before us, and then we put ourselves at the end of the line. And then we end up being miserable. And some of us end up being mad and angry with ourselves. And I don't want us to be that way. Let us be encouraging, let's be motivating, uplifting, and inspiring to one another. This is truly a sisterhood, and truly we are our sister keeper, whether we realize it or not. And somebody say, yes, self love is important. Self love is so important. And if you don't love yourself, that may be the first thing you need to work on is loving yourself. And whether we realize it or not, people may say everybody loves. A lot of women don't love themselves. They don't. And that's the hardest thing for them to figure out. So whatever is your hindrance to help you to get to you being the best version of yourself, that is the thing that you need to work on. All right? Make your list. There's nothing wrong with writing it down. And there's nothing wrong with talking to somebody. There's nothing wrong with going to see a therapist. You're not crazy or cuckoo. It's very smart when you find you somebody that you can talk it out, that provides you some clarity, that puts you on the right track. You got to do what you got to do for yourself to get the best out of yourself and help you to be the best version of yourself you can be. Makes sense? Makes sense to me. And I hope that these streams help. I don't do them just to do them. And I'm not saying that I'm all knowing and I'm all knowledgeable about a lot of things. I'm not. But what we don't like to do is have conversation. What we don't like to do is talk about the things that we're going through. What we don't like to do is acknowledge that we're struggling with a lot of things. And each of us struggle with some things. And some people are stronger in certain areas and some people are a little weaker. That's what a sisterhood is about. It's all about helping each other. When you get down on yourself and you feel a certain way, then we should be there to help you lift yourself up. That's what it's about. And that's what this stream is about. It's about getting you to where you need to be. We don't want you to feel like you are alone because you're not. You're not alone. You have somebody here with you. We may not be there with you physically, but we're here with you in spirit and we can pray for you and we can encourage you and motivate you. So I say all the time, I do things on TikTok. If there's some on TikTok, find you some on TikTok that's inspiration. I try to cross over information so everybody can get it. And if you are a follower, a subscriber, please, please, please post. Let us post something that's inspiring. Let us post something that's encouraging. You never know what somebody's thought process is at. You never know what somebody is dealing with. And you never know whatever we post, whatever is said will be that very thing that might save somebody's life. All right? All right, ladies. So let's be conscious of how we treat one another and how we judge each other. Let us think before we speak. We have two ears and one mouth for a reason. So you can listen twice before you speak. All right. So I thank you. I appreciate you for tuning in. I pray that you share this stream with somebody else. And I thank you for anyone who watches on replay. Again, make sure you follow us on all of our social media outlets. Follow, like, comment, and subscribe. Some things you would like to see, some things you would like to hear. If you want to have a panel about anything, a group of women that we can conversate, I'm okay with that. This platform is for you. This is not about me. This is my purpose or my mission that God gave me for me to build a platform for women. It's not mine, it's God. So I'm just a vessel that He's using to push the platform forward. All right. So again, I hope this conversation has been very inspiring. It has been very inspiring to me. And most of the time, every conversation I get is not always pre-planned. Sometimes whatever God drops in my spirit to do, that's what I do. And this one right here must have been really important to live life to the fullest. And I pray that from this stream going forward, that we make a conscious effort to live life to the fullest. Tell your family members you love them. Tell your children you love them. Tell them your husband you love them. They might get on your nerve, but tell them you love them. Tell your friends you love them. Life is too short. Tomorrow's not promised. Appreciate what you have. May not be a lot, but thank God for the little that you have because there is somebody who don't have as much as you do. And even if you don't have a job, like me, I still thank God for supplying the need. I'm not hungry. I'm not homeless or hopeless. He still has me, and he still has you. All right? So stay encouraged until we talk again. Take care. All right?